What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is July the 18th. I want to give you a pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and where big money is gravitating towards today. Before I get into any of that though, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, initial jobless claims just came out, hotter than anticipated. Market doesn't seem to be caring all that much. Yesterday was the, largest sell-off in 2024 so far. And so that, I think today is more of a value run. A lot of people are seeing yesterday as unjustified, which I get. So I think right now people are overlooking this negative data. So I think that's kind of a good thing. At the same time, fear and greed index right now is under the greed category. It is pulling down slightly, but nonetheless, it is at 57. So people's appetite for risk is still there. And this negative data that just came out, right now, it hasn't affected this. So September 18th, there is still a 93.5% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. And then for the November 7th meeting, there now is a 60.1% likelihood of another 25 basis point cut. So all in all, assuming up until, September, this data doesn't change, the market in theory should continue to run up. And then you should also see at the same time a nice rotation into equities from money markets. So again, kind of stay tuned for that. Aside from all of that fun stuff, SOFI is up slightly. No actual news from the company itself, no SEC filings. That doesn't seem to be working all that much. But 17.47% of the free floats being shorted works out to be 181.42 million shares. So yesterday, shorts did increase a small amount, piggybacking off of just the broader negativity in the broader market. But it did really flex. It closed strong near the tail end of the day. With it right now, though, at 788 is trading between this R2 and this R3. So 750 is going to be the next strong support. And then 797 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. So it's having a lot of good momentum, can easily get above $8. And I did a video yesterday. If it is able to get above $8 and close there by Friday, you could see a pretty good gamma squeeze. So let me know your thoughts on that. Moving on to stock number 2, NVDA is having a nice kind of recovery. Again, a lot of people are looking at what happened yesterday and seeing it as unjustified. And I bought NVIDIA yesterday, not directly. I bought a ETF that primarily holds them. I think it's around like 60% or something like that. So I'm pretty happy I bought the dip essentially. So if you guys did, give yourself a shout out in the comments below, but no actual news today, nothing like that. Shorts have been somewhat stagnant with NVIDIA. So I think they've just been waiting for bigger data to be somewhat negative, and that hasn't come so far. So I think shorts are just left holding their bags in a lot of cases. But today, with it at 121, nothing has really changed as far as the fib levels based on yesterday, where it did close at 117. Still within this range, so this S1 and pivot. Watch for a kind of target / resistance point of $125 today. On the flip side, 114 is going to be the next strong support. Yesterday, this support wasn't touched, so we don't really know exactly how strong it is, but needless to say, just take note of some of these kind of points. Moving on to another semi, because semis are kind of getting a lot of money rotating back into it today. It is up, AMD, so that is up 2.21%. It's not heavily shorted, so roughly around 0.85. Oh, sorry, this is Oracle. You don't need to see that. Let's pull up good old AMD. So AMD right now 2.59%. Of the free floats being shorted works out to be 41.52 million shares. Shorts are increasing a smaller amount this morning, so increasing around 88,000 shares. So kind of interesting for that. If you're looking at trading it though, or buying it with a 163 and change, it is right above this pivot. So 162 is going to be a strong support that you'll want to watch for it to hold. On the flip side, 168 is going to be that next strong kind of resistance / target. So once again, just kind of take note of a lot of these points, because when there's no external data really moving the market, it is just going to come down to technicals and these points. Moving on, this one, I need to do a little bit more research, because I am interested by this company. Because ticker's HSAI, so they just put out news right here. So it looks like they were selected as exclusive long-range LiDAR provider. It looks like ultimately it is roughly between 200 to 300 million. That's how much this deal is worth, and it's going to deploy roughly 100,000 robotaxis. This is kick-ass news. Very, very good news. Why is it red? I have no idea. Absolutely makes 0 sense to me. It's not heavily shorted, so only 2.89% of the free float's being shorted. So kind of rule that out. With it right now at $4.43, it is trading right below this pivot, so this S1 and pivot. So 411 is a strong support. Just watch for it to get above this pivot point, which logically this should be in this range. And even if you look right over here, what happened so far pre-market, when that news came out, it spiked, and rightfully so, because that is kick-ass news. Why is it red? I have absolutely no idea. So this is something that I might be buying. I'll just maybe right after I do this video, I'll kind of pop on and buy it, because this is like, I consider myself somewhat of a value investor. That is good news. Very, very good news, unless there's some other kind of attributing factor why this wouldn't really be good. Because yeah, let's say the market cap 585 mil, looking at their financials, and sorry, I know this might be unrelated to this video, but I just wanted to kind of point out how random this is. So they have around 216 million in cash equivalents, short term 174. They haven't really disclosed, so no income, net income, no cash from operations. So it does look, maybe that's why. Or wait, no, that's March 2024. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of looks like they're dormant somewhat, unless there's a glitch happening right here. But I don't know. I'll research it a little bit more. But in my opinion, based on this news, this is very, very good for the company. So let me know your thoughts on that. And finally, Texas Instruments is getting a abnormal amount of volume, so currently up 1.4%, more piggybacking off of the broader market, but there hasn't been any actual news to date to justify this, I guess, abnormal amount of volume. So I think just larger entities are looking for value plays right now, and this kind of meets that criteria. It's not that heavily shorted, so only 2.16% of the free float's being shorted, but if you're looking at trading it with it at 206, it is trading right above this R3, so fairly good for that. Moving to the 1 week though, 214 is going to be the next strong kind of target / resistance, and then right here 196. So all in all, pretty good stuff is might be coming down the future. I do cover Faraday under this channel as well, and they do tentatively have a interview coming out today, so I think there's a lot of optimism associated to that. Currently it is up 1.91%, and I don't believe they've put out any news associated to that. So once again, just watch for an 8K to come out associated to the interview, because if that does happen, then you know there's going to be new information. So kind of just watch for that. If not, then most likely they're just going to regurgitate previous news. So it'll be good, somewhat. I don't know. Again, do your own due diligence. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.